All right, so hello, International Bears, and welcome to our very special podcast, Global Diaries. Here we'll be navigating life here in Springfield, Missouri, and of course, answering today a very few frequently asked questions. All right, my name is Kadesh McLeod, and I'm one of the administrative GAs at the International Services Office. And with me today is a very special guest, Miss Deja Smith. Deja, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Kadesh. My name is Deja Smith, as he mentioned, and I am the Leadership Program Specialist in the International Programs Office. So that means all the things like orientation they've been talking about, that's what I help lead and create to help welcome in all of you. So Kadesh, thank you so much for inviting me to the Global Diaries. I'm super excited to be here.
I mean, to be quite honest, a lot of what we do here with this podcast could not be possible without your guidance and your support. So I mean, guys, Deja is in the house today. She's in the den today.
Nice, thank you.
Nice. So we're gonna get into a few frequently asked questions.
Yes.
The first one on our list today is arrival and support. So now these students are traveling thousands of miles away. So what do we have in store for students to arrive or to safely get to campus from the airport?
This is like my whole job. So I'm really glad you asked this question. This is everything for me and my team. So we know it's a lot. You're coming from thousands of miles away, a lot of different things you have to go through into a whole new environment. So what we want to do is make it as seamless and as smooth as possible. So we have a few things to help you with that process. Once you are admitted as a new student, number one, you should get a GLAM mentor. So please check your emails, open your personal, your MSU email. You will be contacted by a GLAM mentor, which Kadesh has mentioned before as well. And your lovely other host, Christabel, is also a GLAM mentor. So they're your peer support to help you navigate the process of getting here. So a few things they'll communicate with you is something called our airport pickup form. So we know, I'm surprised if you all know where Springfield is on the map. If you do, great. If not, that's okay. I didn't know for a little bit either.
Which one? There's so many.
I know, exactly. It's like a million Springfields. Please check what Springfield you're arriving to when you book your flights, number one. But when you get the right Springfield, Missouri, you can go and then fill out the airport pickup form so we can come get you from the airport when you arrive, as long as you are arriving between our airport pickup window, which is July 22nd through August 7th. So we've got about 2 weeks there. We're really there to help pick you up if you need a ride to get here.
Which is great.
I think so. It's out there and it's a lot of things, especially if you come in late at night. That way you have people from MSU who are students like yourselves or staff to help welcome you get here.
And I believe I remember getting the airport pickups. I think they picked us up at the Springfield Branson Airport.
Yes, SGS,
and they brought us right on campus.
Yes.
So really good.
And I think we're even more special because if you are not living on campus, if you have an off-campus housing location, you can put that address in the form. We'll take you to that one too. So we want to be really accommodating here on our team. We try a little bit.
I'm having experience in now being part of the team. You could get to see how much that support can be impactful to new students.
Exactly. We want to make sure you get here and get settled the right way. So that's really our bread and butter right there, and we're always here to help you with that. So after you've landed, you've gotten everything settled, you can always contact your GLAM mentor in town and say, hey, what's next? Because the hard part is getting here, of course, and then it's where am I going to get my food from? That's where we can help you out too with our resources, like the guide on our website has all the shopping locations, places to get food, whatever you need to get started. And then you also have that personal contact to make sure you get all the steps in case you don't know what else to look forward to do.
Gotcha, but is there a particular time frame that we need to request these airport pickups? How would we know when you're coming in, type of thing?
That's a great question. For the sake of our team, we always ask to make sure you fill out that form at least 1 week in advance. Gives us time to make sure we have drivers, make sure we can get there when you need us there, and then connect with you before you start flying so you have a way to connect with us while you're traveling. So,
Gotcha. Some good stuff in there. Next on our list, frequently asked questions is relating to check-in or checking in. So what does that look like? And in some cases, what does that mean for us to check in?
That is such a great question. I think it really helps help students see how our whole system works. So I'm International Programs, and the check-in process that is run by our International Services Office, which of course you are the lead, you were the face of that office, that desk down there. And so I hear it through Teradata, correct? So it's a pretty simple process.
Yeah, to be honest, everything that you do once you've arrived in the U.S. revolves around that check-in. Mm-hmm. So of course, you being an international student, we notify the federal government, okay, you've arrived and you're ready to study. Mm-hmm. And so part of that process is going into your Missouri State check in the International Services Portal, and then there's a check-in tab in there. So once you navigate that, you're able to check in and fill out that form, upload your documents. Because you never want to run out of status. So by doing that, you're notifying the not just the program and our office, but also the federal government that you're here and you're ready to study with your desired program.
Yes, y'all, please up out of status. Don't do that. You don't want it. We don't want it. Just follow the process. Check-in, super easy. Absolutely. So we're also talking about the check-in part too. What about like transfers in? So those who are already here in the U.S., what does that process look like for them?
I mean, for persons who are already in the U.S. and you're transferring into Missouri State, it's pretty simple. By then, you've already gotten your admission letter, which has your M number in there, by the way. So you would need to be able to activate your account, and then you also need to access the International Services Portal through Teradol, just like checking in.
Nice. Okay.
But that way we can receive your transferring recommendation, and then you also give the opportunity in there for us to process your I-20 request and stuff like that. So all of it revolves really around that International Services Portal.
Yes.
So activating your account, going into your My Missouri State, and then accessing the International Services Portal.
Yes, I feel like once you got that stuff down, then you're kind of set to go. Like you really figured it out.
By then you're just chilling, waiting for orientation.
Exactly. And let me tell you about orientation. That's my baby there. I love orientation. I feel like we do a pretty good job out there. Make sure we have fun and everything. So definitely, if you have not done everything else, like once you've landed, honestly, before you actually get here, after you sign up for airport pickups, you should make sure you sign up to register for orientation August 8th and 9th. That's a 2-day time to really learn about so much about Missouri State, so much about what it is to study here or just to live in Springfield in general. And we might have some free stuff for you to get too.
Oh, we love free stuff.
I mean, free stuff. This shirt right here, free things.
I mean, this hat right here,
right. Everything free. Like, we want to make sure you get good stuff when you get here. And that's what we do at orientation. Good knowledge, good stuff, good memories to start off on the right foot at Missouri State.
Nice. So that's orientation. We did arrival support, checking in. But what about temporary housing? For some of us having been traveling before orientation on the 8th and 9th of August.
Yes.
What are some options in there? Because I think in most cases, on-campus housing is available until maybe like August 16th or something like that.
Yeah.
What is the things that we have in place for temporary housing for international students?
Yeah, so we are so fortunate to have a great relationship with our Residence Life Housing and Dining office on campus, and what they have is temp housing. It's available from August 1 to August 19th. So that's a big part of filling out the airport pickup form, because it's really important to get on that list for temporary housing. And we ask all of our students sign up if they need temp housing by July 10th. That way we can get your information to that office. And it's great because you can go to our on-campus housing location, which is at Frudenberger House, lovingly called Freddie. So you'll hear that name quite a lot. And there it's $25 per night, so a lot cheaper than any hotels you'll find. And if you would like to purchase linens as well for temporary use while you're staying there, it's just an additional $5. And what I love is that it's not a thing you have to pay for immediately. It goes into your account. So like you don't have to worry about pulling out your card, trying to figure things out. Goes to your account, and then as long as you check out by August 19th at noon, return any linens that you've requested, you're set to go. And then hopefully by then you should have all of your housing figured out and really be set to go.
True. I mean, for me as well, I've also had to use these temporary housing options. I think back then I used Scholars Hall.
Oh yeah, we moved around a little bit. It's pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah, but again, it was a really nice setup. Yes, still within the dorms, but again, it's cozy, it's accommodating, and so close to everything else on campus. While everything is still getting started for fall 24.
Yeah, it's centrally located. That way, I mean, if you don't have a car, which if you do when you get here, amazing.
I mean,
like you're better than me.
Props to you.
Right? Now you can walk. You can kind of do that, get around too. So yeah, it's really great. And then if you are living on campus and you arrive after August 5th, you get to go right to your permanent housing assignment. So you can go ahead and move right in. The cost will still be there since it's before the early move-in date, but you don't have to worry about packing things up again and going again because you're already in your main spot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, that's most of the questions that we have for today. Of course, Deja, we want to welcome you back another time, because I'm sure that most students will have more questions as we get in or closer to fall 24.
Yeah.
But for now, the team here just want to thank you for joining us today, Global?
Of course, you know where to find me. You know where my office is. I'm always down to come talk and talk at the Global Den Diaries, help people out. That's what we're here for. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. And again, thank you for tuning in. This has been the Global Den Diaries. If you have any further questions or concerns, you can email us at internationalservices@missouri.edu. And be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at
MoStateGlobal.
Where we'll be able to answer any questions or you can just browse our page to find out more about what we're doing.
Yeah, International Services page on Missouri State's website. Check it out. Tons of good information there too.
Definitely. All right, so until next time, bye.
Bye.